Well, when they said they would do Daytona, I thought. Welcome everybody. We seem to have no audio, or no actual like. There we go. Technical issues when you need them. Exactly. Again, joining me as per usual. I don't think we need the introductions now. I think everybody knows who we are, Craig.
I think so, but I was just getting ready to do. I was getting ready to do my audio impressions. I was gonna let you do the commentary, while I just from over. I was just gonna do that for the whole race, and then when they went into the grass, I was just getting ready to do that. You know, you can do that if you want. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Welcome to Daytona, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting. It's a scene of the crime. Why is it a scene of the crime? Last season, we had our best race ever. It's Daytona. It's a road course. Shouldn't really be interesting, really, should it? But imagine for a 75-minute race, you had the top 8 together for 50 minutes. Just imagine that. Just literally in a train, like it was plate racing on a Daytona oval. That's what we had last season. It was great to watch, and a lot of these drivers will be looking to replicate that. Remember, it's a reverse grid. Will Egby will start the race with James Armstrong. Harry Wills will be leading off the Pro-Ams with Taylor Lane, and then Svenning Mateus will be leading off the... No, sorry, Eric Benson will be leading off the amateurs with Svenning Mateus right beside him. I'll get it right.
And you can hear the cars, right? I'm assuming everybody can hear the cars. Because that would be a disaster if we couldn't.
I can't really say anything. I can hear the hum of the engines.
From the stream?
No, from my audio, so I can't really hear.
Somebody in the chat needs to tell us if they can hear the engines or not.
Yeah, I can hear the engines. Yeah.
So, we don't have an... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Audio issues have been resolved. That is good because I didn't think there would be audio issues. But I remember the last time, was it me that started all this the last time?
I think it was, although what has gone wrong? I cannot see anybody. Is this an issue in my end?
Everybody was fine.
I can't see anybody. I'm in the pit lane. I'm in the pit lane camera. That's why. Right, this is Raidillon. The professionals are at hand. The fire is coming out of the McLaren of Will Egby. I've got myself sorted now. Why did I go to the pit lane cam? I don't know. Pace car is going to dart off any second like it usually does around here. And they wait. They wait for a speck of grass. Here come the pros as Will Egby will lead them off. Matt Caruna will take a pit lane start, and they are away. I think they're just going to go straight for the side-by-side. I think that looks like that's an MSR. It's Neil Butler coming around turn 1. There he is, and he had pushed Gregorio a little bit wide, and that allows Sean Campbell to take up a position. Yeah, Sean Campbell had to start from the back, but in a race like this, it does not matter too much. He's going to go around the outside. He gets a little bit of contact with Gregorio there. And they look like they're still going to cap it. They're just going to stay like that. Let's go quickly in with the Pro-Am. They are on their way. Everybody just going side by side. Look like a little side-by-side action there between Taylor Lane and Chris Chatterton. Is Taylor going to get the move done? He is. Nothing else going on. Ethan Bass gets by Callum Beeman at the moment. So, knock on wood, everything is quiet at the moment. Can the amateurs make it free for free, I wonder?
Oh my crikey, that is Taylor Lane, by the way, just going exceptionally wide. That's actually a good question. Vintage Toy Rush points out something very interesting. Matt Caruna apparently started from the pit. He did start from the pit.
Yeah, trying to work that out. Not entirely sure what's happened. Oh, hang on. Spenny Mateus had a spin. Spin the P2 amateur had a spin, and he had made a little contact there with GMT Ring. But he's managed to keep it going. That is cold tires around him. Oh. And he's been hit by a spinner. That's Ryan Heppelston. As Heppelston got up on his owner, was there a little bit of contact there? Oh, he was trying to avoid. Yeah, trying to avoid the traffic, and by accident went in to Liam Ahern. Everything's okay now, but Spenny Mateus has gone all the way to the back. And welcome to the procession. That is Daytona. If you get a slowdown around here, that's game over. And there has been a few slowdowns. Christian Furs, I think, for one of them. I think Tom Dandridge has had a slowdown as well. Andy Hitchkins definitely had a slowdown. So that's the pros and pro-outs having it. I'm just watching.
Well, Liam Ahern was struck by... I don't know when he was struck by, but he was struck by something.
Michael Gregorio is in the pits as well. Not sure what's happened there to Gregorio. He's got a lot of damage though. That would say something. The back of that car is, I think Gregorio's had a moment, probably at the bus stop. No, it was actually the kink going into the second hairpin. Second horseshoe, sorry. Gregorio out of the race. As, like I said, now we just wait. There's not going to be a lot of overtaking going on at the front of all the fields. It is going to be a bit of a procession, but you see the guys like Matt Caruna, that pit lane star, he is only 4 seconds behind everybody, but everyone's slipstreaming. Going to be on his own for a little bit.
That is James Armstrong and Billy Fletcher doing battle coming into the bus stop. Lap 2 of a speculative 41. The time is going to be ticking down constantly. We're going to have to be beating that.
It's down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, it does that. It does that. Funny that.
It does that. Oh, what's happened to Liam Ahern? I just see his name going down. He's had another moment.
Yeah, he had a massive crash, and there was a lot of front end damage on that car.
Oh, he's crabbing as well. Yeah, he's gone off at the second horseshoe, and he's just trying to get that car back. But that does not look like a very good McLaren at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on that for Liam Ahern.
That is a send from Campbell. He tried corner on Billy Fletcher. Now the threat from Neil Butler. He needs to seal that off.
Done pretty well. He's just making his way up casually, is Campbell. He realizes through the corners he's very fast. I doubt he's made a lot of changes to this setup that technically won him the last Daytona race around here, but he didn't win it. He came second. So same setup, same idea that he's gone with. He knows that the car is not very good at top speed. If he just slays with slipstream, he'll be fine. But you've got Egby in a McLaren at front. You've got James Armstrong in a Lamborghini. You've got Billy Fletcher in an Audi. So pretty sure everyone's going to be good when it comes to like slipstreaming. But keep an eye on Matt Caruna, because he was 4 seconds behind last lap, and because he's catching up to them. So we will get the 6 cars all bunched up sooner or later during this race. But of course, it's a slipstream battle here. It's a fuel saving battle. If you weren't aware of what happened the last time we came here, the action to turn 1 and the first horseshoe. Anything else, we just waited. We waited to see what happened. So it does give us time to look at other battles, including the Pro-Am, because the train right now is Matt Caruna, Harry Wills, and Ethan Bass.
You got a name wrong. That is not Matt Caruna.
Did I say Matt Caruna?
Yes, you did. You said Matt.
Harry Wills and Ethan Bass. I don't know what I was saying there. Taylor Lane was in the lead, by the way, and he's gone all the way down the pecking order. Now, what happened to Taylor Lane to go all the way down? He spun at turn 1 last lap. So he's having to work his way through the Pro-Am field, and that's not going to be good for him in that Audi to be making his way up the field once again. And remember, it's a long race, and as I say that, he almost locks up and goes wide into turn 1 and losing that position he just took. So I'm going to keep quiet so I don't curse Taylor, I think.
I feel like you've just cursed him anyway.
Yeah, I probably have. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, let's get back to what we were saying. This nice little battle for them. We see trains outside of the pros, because the amateurs last season, they were pretty spread out. So, what is it? Chatterton, Wills, Bass, Dawson, Miller. I mean, Dawson and Miller are just at the back there, but they are catching on. And a nice little gaggle there. The gap's a bit wide out. Callum Beeman's also joined him, so that's going to be a fun one to watch. We'll keep eyes on the pros, as we usually do. We'll keep eyes on the amateurs, we usually do. But this Pro-Am field are all bunched up together right now, and that's great to see.
Chris Chatterton and Harry Wills, the last laps were 144.855 for Chatterton, 144 the Mr. Wills. The gap between the two of them, 0.57 of the difference on the line. And yeah, I still have to fix that gap, by the way, because that is... I can't remember what that number is for, but I know it's a number. It's there.
Isn't it like miles or something? I can't...
Crikey, that is Ethan Bass attempting to go around the outside on a very... what's the word I'm looking for? A very... You know...
Eventful,
not
brave.
Brave, there we go.
Oh, and Gregorio unfortunately has retired the car by the look of it. Tony Mateus has also retired the car. They're the current 2 retirees.
I can't hear you over the engine. It's so loud. It's on. I'm trying to do it.
Oh, you're in the Ford. You're in 3. The legend, that is the Ford GT3. The car that will not die on iRacing.
God damn it.
I want to do... I want to do what Sean Connery did to Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones now and slap you. Go, that's for blasphemy. I did not attempt to do his accent. I'm just saying.
What? Sean Connery is a legend. Dare you sully his name like that?
Well, what? It's a great film, Indiana Jones.
Okay.
So we'll look at this Pro-Am and look at not a lot going on. Let's just talk about the amateur quickly, because Eric Benson is way ahead. I mean way ahead. He's 3 seconds ahead of everybody. Mark Bailey, Jens Leroy, Mike Guttrop are in a 3-car battle for the rest of the podium. That's going to look good. And best thing is, it's CRT and then P1 Esports. Looks like Guttrop has had a little excursion on his rear end. A little bit of damage to that. You can see paint's been scratched on the back of that BMW, so very interesting. By the way, that brings us to a thing, Rob. Did you know that the BMW M4 is coming out of the prototype status now?
Well, almost a year.
Its final test will be this weekend. No, its final test, sorry, will be before the 24 hours of the Nordschleife, and its first race will be the next Nürburgring Endurance Championship.
Isn't the Pro Invitational thing, whatever it is, that thing?
Oh, yeah, that's tonight. That's tonight at Chicago.
Yeah, but who would want to watch that when you can watch this instead?
This ticket in GT3 at the moment on iRacing is this series. And I just want to get my eye back on the pros. We've not seen any changes. Well, we have. We've seen Billy Fletcher overtake James Armstrong. We're going to see these little changes. And I think Fletcher may just have enough here, may just decide, I want to take over the lead. I put this back in the last race we did at Daytona, almost like the peloton.
Oh, crikey, that is Tour. Armstrong. He's got to slow down, having to serve it, and he watched everybody go by, including Matt Caruna, who's caught up to the rear end.
Caruna just went purple, trying to hustle and bustle through. And Sean Campbell, did he just go around the outside of Neil Butler? I think he just did. They're pulling another move on, but Billy Fletcher unable to make a move. Matt Caruna now going up beside Neil Butler as well, so Butler gets that slowdown. But with everything that's just gone on, Armstrong managed to just catch up to everybody. Such is the nature of this train. Like I said, it's like a peloton, the Grand Tour cycling.
Like a what?
The peloton, you know. You watch the Tour de France? The peloton.
No, I don't watch cycling.
The peloton is cyclists.
Why would I want to watch bicycling? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now you're not gonna get.
Explain what a peloton is.
Peloton cyclist is the French term. It's the group of cyclists.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
So what do they do? They just,
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah. It controls the pace. It controls the group. Most of the cyclists will be in that group until the end. It's basically just to help you get together. So you've all got, look. It's like when you see endurance running, in track and field. And you've got people that are just there designed to be...
3 wide, by the way, going... Oh, not 2 wide. It's coming into the 3 wide, and that is Sean Campbell backing out. He was trying to get past Will Egby on the NASCAR 3 and 4. He almost had it. He almost did it, but I think he just went and gunned it too early. And then Matt Caruna tried to capitalize on that mistake that he made, and he backwards.
Oh, hang on a second. There's just been an interesting development in the Pro-Am. Harry Wills just tried to go around the outside of Chris Chatterton. And now Chatterton's on the defense, and Wills has had to yield. And they're having the same drivers. They've seen it before. I mean, Harry Wills literally got crashed out of the race last season and just watched it from his cockpit, watched the broadcast, and was like getting as many people to watch the finish as he could. So he's used to it. You've got Christian Furze is used to it as well. Some of these drivers probably watching them with eyes glued. As like I said, what we got? Chatterton all the way down to Andrew Dawson at the moment, and Andy Miller, Reed Lemake, and Callum Beeman. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 7 of the 14 Pro-Ams all in this crew, even with Callum Beeman just on the edge there. And I've just missed it. Billy Fletcher's just decided to forget racing, and he's just pulled away on Earth.
Oh, he's doing the nasty. He's doing the nastiest strap.
Oh my word, Matt Caruna! Oh my word! Oh, Campbell saves it! Campbell saves it, but Matt Caruna just took 2 places in 1 corner.
Here is Matt Caruna from 4th to 2nd. Oh, Sean! Oh, Sean! Don't hit him! Don't hit him! He almost did. That almost was a disaster. Almost.
It is. Yeah. He saved that car. He's not very happy with what happened there. Mind you, he did go for a late move there, so you can understand why neither driver would be in the best situation out of that, but they've kept themselves together. If Caruna's, he's got his Lux Sims teammate right there. Fletcher and Caruna are not messing about. Last season, we saw the RSR boys and the Project Dynamic boys and the Vector all together, bunched up, just racing along together. They were trying to see who would take the lead of the pack. That's all they were doing. But the 2 guys here from Lux Sim 24, they don't want to just take the pack. They want to say,
that's Egby. He's made a mistake. It's all gone wrong at the bus stop. We had the cameras pointed at him. Let's go again. Let's go again. Oh, yeah, well, I imagine he did definitely tow it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and that is game over. Game, set, match right there.
Oh, that is a shame. Heavy damage there, and the worst thing is, for Sean Campbell, he would have loved that, because Sean Campbell would have loved that. Speaking of Sean Campbell, he's gone wide into turn 1 and almost slid it, and he's trying to make a move on Matt Caruna. Campbell needed a McLaren to help him. It's not gone right for him. Side by side with Neil Butler, sorry. Not Caruna, it's Neil Butler. I've done a crofty. He goes to the inside. He holds off Neil Butler. And Butler did try and take it. I've got a puppy in my room as well, trying to say hello to me.
And that is the flash of lights from Neil Butler. He's not happy with that, and he's wanting to let Sean know. It's like, get out of my way, I am the faster car. Even though Sean is pretty fast.
This changes everything though now, because not only is crashing out a big deal, like I was saying from McLaren, if the Lux Sim guys have pulled away, that means Campbell, Butler and Armstrong will have to work together. And I don't think I can see that, because Campbell's going to think, I need...
Right.
But think about it. Think about the battling they've done before. Think about how the Lux Sim guys have pulled away. What fuel have they used? You know, it's a very tactical fuel strategy right now. And with Armstrong way off the pace at the moment, way off the slipstream of Butler, it's just Campbell and Butler on their own. They're not going to be able to do anything alone. They need Armstrong. But those two have just blitzed it right now. Absolutely crazy. And speaking of blitz, by the way, the legend has come out to play because there's a Ford leading the Pro-Ams by quite a bit of distance.
Oh, God damn it. Ethan?
Yeah.
I put the Ford in as an ironic meme, as the thumbnail to this stream. Why are you... I'm only kidding.
I love this.
He does have the... Where did Andrew Dawson just go?
I was about to ask the same question.
No, not again. No, not again. Please, no.
Oh, no, missing person?
No, please. I just witnessed a man getting disconnected.
I had that for the first time this week. Mid-race. It's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling when you get power cut. That is a shame. He's gone, isn't he? He's dead, Jim.
No. Not again. He's had such bad luck.
Boy, I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back.
We actually do have... No, I think he's gone. That's it. We're just waiting now. How's the stream, guys?
Oh.
This is still buffering. I'm sorry. There's not much that we can really do. I have everything set up correctly, but it's just YouTube is having a bit of a fit with us right now.
YouTube is, yeah, it gets like that. Everyone has their off days, so we'll look into it.
YouTube's off day has been going on for too long. YouTube, please. A dual stream, just as a test, and see if it is indeed YouTube.
There's Dawson, by the way. Dawson has gone.
Damn it.
So,
Leiden Lee, by the way. Sorry, just to say. Matthew Sewell. Hey, he's back. God damn. Why did I say that? I've now jinxed the man. He's the first to break cover and get a pit stop in.
Wing damage. Look at that wing damage.
Yeah, look at that front end. Yeah, that's...
And one thing we gotta talk about, we don't talk about it enough nowadays. New pit road. Look at it. You've got to wait till you get here now to get on out off the pit limiter. So it's no longer right at the around turn 1 with the pit limiter on, which is a huge change when it comes to strategy.
It's a change that you have to account for.
We counted it, didn't we? Was it 50? It was one or the other that we counted. It might be more.
15 seconds.
Yeah. So that is one to look out for. By the way, last lap, the top 4 all did 143.7s. Be interesting to see what they do now. Campbell and Butler's working together. Armstrong is losing ground, and it makes me wonder, Armstrong have any sort of damage, because that's quite a fool at the moment. Yeah, he's doing 44 flats. While the others are, you look at it, 43.8 for Campbell, 6s. Actually, Matt Caruna and Billy Fletcher just by a thousandth of a second set identical times. A 43.611 for Caruna, a 43.612 for Fletcher. Team orders? No, just teammates working together. That is, wow, I've never seen that before. Imagine working...
Yeah, there is definitely a good battle in Pro-Am, because Andy Miller has now put a rubber stamp and sent it. It has put Harry Rules really in a compromised position. It's a Simland Mid-Racers sandwich.
Oh.
I've done it now, I've done it again.
They got you go and do that to them. Rios Meek is trying to make him. Look at the slide from that Mercedes of Harry Will. I almost said it the way you said it. These 4 are battling at the moment. You've got Ethan Bass just out there. Just out there at the moment, ahead of everybody. But Andy Miller, Harry Wills, Callum Beeman, Rios Meek, all battling here. They've managed to pull away a little bit from from the back of that pack of 7 we were talking about. Furs, Weinrich, Melvin, Chatterton. They're all still there at the back. You're not missing much in the amateurs at the moment. There is a small battle going on, but not a lot going on at the front of the field for the amateurs. We'll get back into that as well as I do my best Hindi impression. We're on our way watching these Pro-Ams because, well, they're giving us the show.
Pro-Ams indeed is giving us a show. The battle for second place, because Ethan Bass, with the battling that's going on behind him, has got plenty of time to put in great laps. Although that last lap, he was still a bit faster.
Callum! I thought he was going to try around the outside there, and look at it, he's cost himself.
Cost himself. Regis Lemique, car number 53, just zoomed by him there. I just actually do want to replay that as well. This is his position. Look at, he just so neatly just goes, all right, I'll have that.
If you're not going to tuck in, I'm going to tuck it. I'm going to take it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not going to take it, I'll take it. I'll just take your position, and then I'll take the guys ahead of you.
But by the way, can I just say I love having Daytona with as many cars drawn as possible, because I'm watching these Pro-Ams come through the second horseshoe. I'm looking straight whistle on through NASCAR 2, and then I see the rest of the guys trying to chase them. That was fantastic to see while we're watching. That's one of the reasons I like Daytona, is you can just see every, as I always said, before.
Yeah, I forgot they are teammates. In technicality speak.
I always
they got a bump draft. Go on, bump draft for me, boys. I want to see.
I
want to see some real NASCAR. I want some real NASCAR in my cup of coffee.
Well, I got to be honest. I'm wearing my Roman Grosjean IndyCar shirt, so I can't really talk about bump drafting.
It's not Roman Grosjean. It's Roman Grosjean.
Look, he tweeted to me today. Okay, that's all. That's enough.
He did.
He did.
I'm looking this up right now. I don't believe you.
Yeah, no. He tweeted to me.
What did he say? Don't tweet with me again?
He said something in French, and I didn't know French. No, he commented on the fact that his jersey arrived at my house today. So he's actually looking for it. He is actually looking for it.
Yeah, I don't. It be like that sometimes, okay?
It does be like that. So what guys just going around Fletcher and Karuna, they've just stayed like this for a while. I'll be intrigued if Karuna decides to take the lead over Fletcher, but at the moment not. Interesting to see if they do a swap later on using the, well, that's another thing we haven't talked about as well, is the pit lane changes. For those who haven't driven Daytona since the last update, there is now the new bus, a bit wider, a little bit more room. You're not going to use
Hang on a minute. What do you mean you can't? Oh, yeah. It's written in English. Cool.
I was making a joke. About the.
I had to look it up because I thought you were actually.
No. I know French.
New position opening up here at the.
Wow. I'll just get up and go then, will I?
You need to do the, like WWE, where it's just like, all right, that's it, I quit.
Yeah, I could just do it. Right, I see Pro-Ams in the pit. Wales, Lemique, and Beeman all in the pit. Who joins them? No, it's just the three of them at the... I didn't see all them. Yeah, okay. It's Furs, it's Dreyer, it's Hitchkins, it's Melvin, it's Lemique, it's
Ethan
Beeman.
Bass and Andy Miller are the only ones that are off the top of the food chain that have stayed out. But it's Andridge have also stayed out, so they're the only two. And here we go, here comes Amateur. Amateur's breaking cover in a massive way, holy moly.
Oh, hello, who's that? That's someone got the jump. That's Lemique. That's Lemique got the jump on everybody. He's just gone, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that position. And Lemique will lead this pack as they battle, well, as they're in that battle for P2.
Oh, no, wait, that was Chris Hooper. Is almost having an accident coming out.
So the current order has changed. Lemique, Beeman, Furs, Melvin, Chatterton, Wills, the Amateur, and Mike Guthrie. How have they come out almost right behind the Pro-Ams? Are they short pitting? So we'll keep an eye on that because...
This Raidillon TV intermission was brought to you by us.
Right, okay, enough about... Let's see what Orders has done, because the Luxem guys have got into their pits earlier than the others. But look at that dive. Oh. Look at that dive by Armstrong into his box. got the
Oh,
furthest
he really wanted to get into his box. He was just like, sure, I'll send it. And it's like, wait, this is not a corner. Who's the car number? Who's the car? Title 39. Pass on that one.
Pass on that one. Hey, this is interesting. Matt Caruna's out before his teammate.
Oh, Billy Fletcher, what's gone? No, don't tell me Billy Fletcher picked up a penalty. He's stuck in his box. There's nothing happening.
No way.
Yeah, he's drama. The leader of pro is it's not pre for pro, it's P for penalty. Yeah, he's still stuck in his box. What?
That's a long penalty.
Does he have?
That'd be 40 seconds, wouldn't it?
Does he?
Now he goes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Exactly 40 seconds. Yeah.
Look where he goes down the pecking order. He's going to be in the Pro-Am battle.
No. No, he's not.
No, he isn't.
He's on his own.
He's with the amateurs. He's between the amateurs and the Pro-Ams.
So just...
Wow.
Just so you guys are aware, this is what happened. Let's go into his roll bar here. I know you can't hear anything. I know you can't hear anything because it's...
How far over was he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. He forgot to engage his pit limiter.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's some spice.
That is... So, that means you've got Caruna on his own, while Campbell and Butler are just bunched up together, somewhat working together, but it looks like Butler may decide to go for this. Yeah, he darts over now to one side. He's going to make Sean Campbell. He's deciding that he wants to take P2, or is he going to have to do it? Hang on, he's not tucked himself in. Campbell yields. So, Butler, Campbell, Armstrong can work together if they feel like it. Caruna's going to find a way to do 43s without help. Doable.
He's got 5 seconds on everybody.
Exactly. He's got 5 seconds, but we still got one more pit, so that's going to be interesting to see. Now, what about the Pro-Ams? Because we know, and Ethan Bassett's leading the way. Andy Miller has managed to take it. Regas Meek has had some issues, and look at this battle behind Furs and Beeman battling it is, and with Beeman yielding, Regas Meek may go to it. He doesn't. More just wondering, where's Harry Wills? Did he have to take repairs or something? Because he was in this battle, and he's at the back of this pack now, even off the pack.
He spent. See the gaps between the gaps. Sorry, Siri. Go away. Siri just decided they want to talk. You know, I didn't say the words. He spent an extra 7 seconds in the pits, and because of the gaps, between. This is what happens.
And by the way, Andrew Dawson did post his internet did a Harry Wills has been now drop for him, which is a shame.
Yeah, because it was literally like he was there and then boom,
gone. So I know on really with the amateurs. Let's talk about the amateurs because we haven't for a while. You know, Eric Benson is 4 seconds up the road, doing as he was last race as well. Just out there at the moment, especially with the Ferrari, which helped him because of the top end speed. Behind him is his Team Slow-Mo teammate, 4 seconds behind, Hecon Linmo. I've said that wrong by trying to say it too fast. My apologies. Battle with Mark Bailey for P2, who's in the VRT black BMW. Again, the gap's only a second. If Linmo just continues to pull out bigger laps, that gap's going to go. And then you got John Williams currently sitting P4, who again, he's pulling away from Peter Johansson, who is his only battle. So there's not a lot of pack racing going on in the amateurs at the moment. Such is the way. In fact, the Nomad guys, they're nowhere to be found. Daniel Gilding's all the way in, P6? And Ryan Hamilton, he's 25 seconds behind him. So a lot, but they're not producing any racing, any battles at the moment.
Of course, other kinds of cars are available.
Did I just? Yeah, sorry. I just promoted a Ferrari. Sorry, I just finished painting a Ferrari. Sorry.
You didn't do the BBC etiquette. Off to Castle in London, London Castle or London thing where they like.
Oh, Tower of London.
Yeah,
Tower of London.
Off to the Tower of London with you.
Armstrong and go, Ma, please, forgive me. So, yeah, pros, but like I said, the same thing is happening like it did last time, and we're getting overtakes the moment they come down to turn 1. And by the way, this is actually working for Matt Karuna because you've got Karuna doing 44.2s, Calvin Butler doing 45.144. Basically, Matt Karuna could just stay out there, and the others battling. It's going to be a Josh Thompson at Monza end of last season, where everyone was like, well, Josh Thompson's just, destroying everybody. But at the same time, Josh Thompson didn't have to do anything because everyone was too busy battling themselves. A common ground to try and catch up to Karuna because it was 6 seconds. It's now 7 seconds. Sooner or later, the idea of trying to catch Karuna is just going to be gone, and they're going to need a miracle. As you see, Butler is just going to take Campbell, which is fine, but then they lose a bit of time, and then they go, and now that gap is 8 seconds between P2 and P1. So, yeah, Karuna, knock on wood, just keep hitting your laps, and you might be okay on your own here.
One of them just...
I would say that is...
The group that I'm following on the...
Oh no! Butler's been hit with netcode! How did he keep that around? I was literally watching that. I could have fit through the gap. That's how bad the netcode was. In fact...
Okay, Chopper 1... What? Oh, yeah,
And you know the best thing is? The second hit was still netcode.
Yeah.
So, netcode hit Butler, and netcode kept Butler straight.
I do actually just want to see this as well, because this is really bad. Let's have a look.
Never seen a double hit like that with neck.
Oh, and I've just clicked on it. Nah, we wouldn't see it.
Right, interesting development in the Pro-Ams. Apart from Ethan Bass just... Well, yeah, Ethan Bass has damage. That's the interesting development right now. He spun at turn 1 and he hit the inside wall.
Oh, no. The tires... Oh, no. Meatball. Oh, crikey. He really did hit it hard.
Yeah, that is heavy damage. So that puts Andy Miller and Callum Beamont in the lead with Christian First right behind. We do have a train for the Pro-Ams and...
What?
Wait, what?
That gave him a meatball? What?
That is a concrete wall. That is a concrete wall.
He hit it at the rear at like 2 miles an hour.
But it's still a concrete wall.
Yeah,
Look,
but I mean...
Ever since not question what counts as damage, as Mitchell in chat will tell you, I hit a wall at Spa, at Stavlot, very slow, and it gave us 26 minutes of repairs. Meanwhile, car gets yeeted into the sky and towed, and only gets 13 minutes of repairs. So I know what these concrete walls can do.
I'd call for a refund. I'd call for a refund on that car.
Well... or like a, certain person when we had 30 minutes of repairs in a Spa race just decided, yeah, we're just going to call up somebody. So you're just basically going to be, hello? How can I help you? I'd like a refund. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you sold me a car with a bad rear axle. No. It was bought as sold, trade guarantee. You bought it how you got it. I didn't do anything. But no. You sold me a car with a broken rear axle on the wall at 10 miles an hour. I don't know what you're talking about. Not my fault. You fix it yourself. That's literally it. Still there, Rob?
Yeah.
I'll put your face palming.
No, not really. I was more so just, you know, letting you have your moment, you know. Just be like, they're there.
So our guys are not pulling away. I was thinking like it was going to be like the Lux Sim, and they're not pulling away. In fact, Christian Furs is going to try that round the outside. Not worked. Will Rigas Lemike go inside? Can't make it. Furs cut him off there, cut off any run, so everything's going to be fine there. With Bass, I'm sorry, Ethan, with Ethan having that accident, it opens up the entirety of this pro. Beeman, Furs, Lemike, Weinrich, Dreyer, all there in this cushy little battle. And there's only 4. Weird right now. Like, really weird. There's only 4 pros.
Well,
and one
Billy Fletcher is the 5th, but he's in the Pro-Am. He's in the wrong field. There he is.
If he wants to get by them, he has to get by all of this. He has to get through the train. And with 34 minutes left, sorry, Billy. All I can say is good luck. So we'll see what happens there. He has to try his best. But yeah, look at it. He's had to lift because, you know, they're coming to the bus stop. So, oh man, seeing that train of Pro-Ams, that's where the big battle's going to be, is the Pro-Ams. Fantastic to see with everybody battling right now. But we still have those battles in the amateurs. We've still got the battles in the pros. We've still got, and also right behind the pros is Simon Dodd, just having the time of his life right now. A lap down.
Living the best life.
Living the best life.
Oh, by the way, Matthew Sewell, he's towed again with massive amounts of damage. Oh, and there goes Jens de Roy. Oh, crikey in that stick. Caught him at the exact wrong time. He lost it going into the bus stop. And more
is he carrying a cone?
Is he?
Oh no, I thought he was carrying a cone.
He is. Yeah. Why is he carrying a cone?
Because he hit a cone.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's a very long way for you to be carrying a... Oh, there it goes. Bye-bye, cone.
Why's he carrying it? Oh, he's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, just bye-bye, cone.
The 32 minutes remain. By the way, guesstimation service, and I was told off because we don't have an RGS logo.
I need to make one of those.
So if anybody wants to make an RGS logo,
I can make it. I can make it.
I'll just shove it on the car. Every car I make nowadays, just RGS everywhere. So Matt Karuna is just... I'm still amazed that Matt Karuna's...
Sorry, just to cut up... It's either the Audi or the Lamborghini that's cutting, like, smashing the absolute hell out of clutch to fuel save.
Interesting. I would say that would be the... I don't know. Gotta be... No, you know who it is. I think it's Butler.
And I think it might be Butler indeed, yeah.
It's hard to tell. I gotta be honest. Are we sure it's not Campbell?
It's definitely not Campbell.
Okay.
I can get to not just I can outright tell you it isn't, because his engine was the two Audis, or the 2 Audi engines over the engine of Campbell's.
That lovely hum of the McLaren. That's fair enough. So keep on going. I just went back to the amateurs. There's no battles in the amateurs. I'm sorry. There is. I'm sorry. There is not a battle happening in the amateurs right now.
There is.
Oh yeah, it's Daniel Gilding versus Peter Johansson, but look at Gilding pull away.
It's still a battle.
All right. Give them their moment. Give will give the amateurs their rightful moment.
But
Gilding's made up for
that. I just need to pop out and just deal with something. I'll be alright.
That's fair enough. Gilding's made up 14 places this race. Johansson's made up 11 granted seeds. In fact, I say that you've got to look. Jens de Roy, Andrew Dawson, Ryan Heppelston, Will Wakeby, Leiden Lee, Damien Shea, Svenning Mateus, Lee Mahern, Michael Gregorio have all retired. Matthew Sewell hasn't retired, still in the pits. Ethan Bass still in the pits. So realistically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 9 retirees and 2 possible retirees. Excuse me. So watching that, Johansson trying to catch up to Gilding. The BMW does have the advantage on the straights, but he's just unable to grab it together in the corners. It's a tough car, especially with the Lambo. It can really take these corners very well. And turn 1 in the BMW is a bit of a challenge. I remember from Daytona 24, but I call the BMW the 5-gear wonder for a reason, and it would probably be catching that 6th gear around the NASCAR 3 and 4 onto the front stretch and the tri-oval. So that is one to watch. Look at this. It's the closest battle at the moment in the amateurs, and that battle is, the gap is a second. Gilding in the Nomad car, he's currently sitting P4 overall in the amateurs. It's going to take a while for him to catch up to Bailey. But, I mean, in all due fairness, last lap, Gilding was almost a second faster than Bailey. So Gilding could make that run. It could be a late run. He could get on the podium. One that will be worth keeping eyes on, of course. You're not elsewhere. Like I said, I'll do my Hindi. If anyone ever listens to Hindi, he tries to tell you what's going on in other classes while the cameras don't really care. Not much is changing on at the pro in the... well, as I said, Christian First is taking P2. You can see in that timing tower, green is the pros, blue are the pro-ams, and yellow are the amateurs. So you'll see those names darting around the pros. And like I said, at the moment, there's not a lot to talk about in the pros because they're just there, keeping their gaps, and they are spread out a little bit at the moment, trying to break the toe, and that could be the change. Sean Campbell looks human today. He looked human last time around, but like I did the victory, he got a bit lucky at Silverstone with that fantastic finish there with James Armstrong, but not all sunshine and flowers. Sunflowers? Yeah, not sunshine and flower, Campbell. And finally, the top end speed of that McLaren is, well, it's been exposed, hasn't it? So keep watching that. I do love this Nomad livery, so it is one to keep eyes on. And onto NASCAR. Well, technically, I guess they do take NASCAR 1 and 2, but it's more NASCAR 2 for me. But as they come on, the gap's now 1.2 seconds. Again, they've been matching times, but the consistency isn't there by any driver in Gilding. Gilding really, what's his lap times? His last few lap times, we just compare them. 44.4, 44.5, sorry, 44.2, 44.3, 44.3, 44.2, 44.1, then a 44.5, 45. There's a consistent bunch, but it's still quite a wide bunch. And again, it's the same for Johansson. It's a 44.2, a 44.9, a 40, a 44.3, a 45.1. So there's consistency, but the gaps between those laps are pretty big. And again, a 44.3 for Gilding and a 44.6 for Johansson. So with 25 minutes, well, just under 26 minutes to go, we're looking at pit stops within the next 10 minutes. And the question then comes, who's going to be able to use that to their advantage? Surprisingly, the MSR guys have not been able to just put his Mercedes in the middle there as he's just trying to get involved. Readers from me is there. By the way, shout out to Billy Fletcher. Out of nowhere, Billy Fletcher's just gone all the way up the order. He's now P9. He's practically seeing the front four of the Pro-Ams. I didn't think he'd get back that quick. So kudos to Billy Fletcher for getting back that quick overall. after that mistake, Billy Fletcher, leading the race, took the pit limiter off by accident and had to take a slowdown. He just went purple with a 43.080. Wow, he really is going for it. Now as he gets into the top 4, now he's just got to be a little bit careful. As you can see, there he is right now. Looking fine and dandy in that very nice Lux. I love polygons. I love polygons on a car. So, yeah, I gotta love it. So, he's now in this curious either ruin a race, not on purpose, you know, but he could put himself and just ruin the chance of a driver getting back into the train and fall into the secondary train, or he could just get by with little issue. It all comes down to what he wants. Judging it, I don't think he's going to go for it into the bus stop. He will wait, but it does bring Jonas Dreyer in, and slowly but surely it's going to be a 5-car battle for the pro. So, watching that happening there with Fletcher. Just watching around. Campbell just went green, by the way, 143.584. The gap between Karuna and Butler, lead of the pros, as you can call it that, is 13.5 seconds. So the battling's kind of stopped between Butler, Armstrong, and Campbell at the moment. We'll wait to see as 23 minutes comes and ticks down the pecking order. Fletcher still hasn't got past any of these drivers. He is giving them the respect that he so feels they deserve, and rightly so, they deserve the respect. So he's in this position. And of course, if he can't get by them, then you've got Jonas Dreyer and Mortis Weinrich, right behind, who get dragged in, who are also thinking, well, I want to get by, but Fletcher can't give it to them because he's also trying to get by himself. So it's a very interesting situation at the moment. And Chatterton has, I didn't realize that Chatterton's got quite a bit of damage to the rear of his car, still going on like nothing happened. He's got no right rear pod, but he's still putting in some 44s, low 40s, as he's just driving with Harry Wills at the back of this Pro-Am field, or the middle of the Pro-Am field even. So just one of those things. Neil Butler comes into the pits, by the way. That is him thinking about taking an undercut. He will dart in to the pits.
I think he's made a mistake. Because
that's going to be... Well, no, he's all right. It's going to come by him. I say that. Andy Miller comes in. Callum Beeman comes in. Does Christian first join? He does. Rigas Meek and does not. And he will also get slowed down because he let Billy Fletcher through. So... interesting developments as the top 3 in the Pro-Ams, well, actually a lot of drivers in the Pro-Ams, come into the pit. A couple of them can't find his pit box. Christian Furs has missed his pit box.
Oh, right. Don't tell me he missed his pit box. He did. No way he missed his pit box. He did.
No, where is his pit box? Oh, I've just seen him go by it.
Oh, Furs. No.
It was 2 boxes behind Andy Miller. Oh, that is not good for Furs. He'll have to go around again. Are we sure?
Does he have enough fuel?
He has, yeah. He must do. Wow. High drama. Harry Melvin. I think Harry Melvin's just had a... Is that Harry Melvin having a spin? It is. Harry Melvin is pulling along. Hold on one second. Is Harry Melvin out of fuel?
Where's Harry Melvin?
Yeah, Harry Melvin ran out of fuel.
No.
Got to have.
Let's have a listen.
Yeah. Yeah, it was stuttering.
Yeah. Ran out of... Oh, no.
Macarona's just come into the pits, by the way, for the leader. So that leaves James Armstrong, Sean Campbell, and technically Billy Fletcher, who just overtakes Max Caruna now, his teammate, not to pit in the pros. Everything changed all of a sudden in the pro-ams as well, because one of the contenders, Christian Furs, well, was he able to get around is the question. He's now in the pits. Made his pit box.
Just about.
But I think he was doing a lot of that lap without fuel. Would not surprise me.
On the skinny, on the line.
Yeah. Right on the line. Melbourne doesn't change a lot, by the way. Some of the amateurs are now coming in. Daniel Gilding has taken his pit stop. Benson is about to retake the lead and has taken the lead. This is the stage of the game where you've got to start looking eyes open to see positions and see where everybody is on track, because people are taking pit stops and people aren't taking pit stops. We do know that. Look at this. Once again, Fletcher finally comes in. So that is it. Billy Fletcher does come in, but what about Campbell and Armstrong? Well, these two know how to drive together. They've done it. How many times have we seen a race with Campbell and Armstrong at the front of the field? It's been too many. Lane, who does get out of the way. I think Taylor's had not a good race. Oh, I heard a slide at the tyres from Sean Campbell in the second horseshoe. He's okay. Surely these two have to come into the pits now, but surely these guys doing an overcut may help them. I'm just thinking, will that help them?
Wait, say again.
Will the overcut help Campbell and Armstrong right here? They can't catch the Caruna, but can they get past?
That's a good question. RGS, beep boop. RGS says yes.
I can't believe you made the beep boop noise. RGS, yes, sir. How can I help you, sir? I entertain myself sometimes. Campbell is coming in.
He kicked in the clutch very quickly.
So where's Butler? He's coming up to the bus stop now. So may work for Campbell and Armstrong, but Caruna's going to be coming around right now, and he's going to retake that lead. Just dominance from Matt Caruna. Has had that issue with the slowdown, but a lot of it has come down to that just brilliant drive by the Luxem guys. And I think the gap between everybody and Fletcher is only 30 seconds. So has Fletcher made up? He's made up. He had 40 seconds, didn't he? 40-second pen. So that would mean he's managed to made up 20 seconds.
He's managed to made up.
Something like that. That's my RGS. I'd say about 20 seconds.
Random guessing of sentences.
Peter Johansson's just had a game crash. Sorry, a sim crash.
Yeah,
and that's a shame for Johansson.
No. It really is not, because I think everybody's having hardware issues today. Or internet issues.
Does feel like that. By the way, Armstrong came out ahead of Campbell and not... In fact, Butler's 3 seconds ahead of them all. Neil Butler's currently P2 in the pros, and Armstrong and Campbell are now thinking to themselves, well, we've messed this up, haven't we, old chap?
RGS is a guessing system. I cannot be responsible for me making a mistake. Thank you. No further questions.
We're going to have like a disclaimer.
Just, you know, it'd be like, the following broadcast contains guesstimates that could be completely incorrect. Viewer discretion is advised.
Taylor Lane has retired the car as well for the next retiree. So, I'm just looking. Johansson's had the crash. Melvin's still in the pits. So, Taylor Lane
fight
delayed
for the lead, though. Jonas Dreyer and Miller.
Oh, yeah. Our eyes on this as well. And it's interesting, Dreyer, once again, he's good at this, isn't he? He's good at just trying to etch out what he can from pit stops. We saw it last year. By the way, Mortris Weinrich is now having a go in that V10 Audi. On another V10 Audi, the Marshmallow Racing, side by side with Callum Beeman of Midland Sim Racing. Inside belongs to Beeman. Inside will remain a Beeman. Late braking for Costin. It does. Around the outside is so tough in this. Look at these battles we've got in the Pro-Ams. Fantastic right now, and we'll keep eyes elsewhere. By the way, Eric Benson has lost the lead to his teammate. What's happened there?
Wait, who?
Eric Benson lost the lead to his team. Had a 5-second lead at one stage. What has happened there? Very interesting. No idea, but must have missed something because that's a lead change. Benson's been ahead of the game, Orchards, and now he's got a battle with his teammate. Well, it wouldn't be a battle with his teammates, but you get what I'm trying to say. So 12.5 minutes remain. Pros, they're all split out at the moment. It's that they're matching each other's times. Literally. Like, the top three. Matt Caruna, 44.036. Neil Butler, 44.042. James Armstrong, 44.028. Top three are matching each other right now. That's insane. Billy Fletcher's still on his own, but he's making up some good time. But I think our main battles are going to be these Pro-Ams. I can't tell who's going to do anything in the Pro-Ams right now.
The Pro-Ams have been, yeah, it's like it's been very close throughout the entire race, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I think a lot of them have probably gone, well, this is what the pros did last time. Let's try and do it, because there's been a lot of working together. In fact, Jonas Dreyer pulling away is probably the first time since Ethan Bass, sorry Ethan, that a driver has pulled away. A lot of that, of course, was the undercut. Dreyer put a, well, actually I say the undercut. He spent more time in the pit box than Andy Miller, but he's been able to get ahead here and just use that to his advantage by doing an overcut. So that will help him, and he is starting to pull away, as did Andy Miller. Andy Miller's starting to pull away from his teammate Callum Beeman. As Beeman is in a battle for P3 with Mortis Weinrich and Regis Lemique. So everyone's split up a bit, but there's still lots of battles. In fact, you look down at the field, Andy Hitchkins, Harry Wills and Chris Chatterton and Thomas Dandridge are having a battle at the back of the Pro-Am field. So that just goes, Harry Wills is side by side with Andy Hitchkins through the bus stop. My word, what? And but he's on the high side of the oval. He's losing all that
he's
time.
Lost. It's a mistake that he's made. Coming on the inside, then going to the outside. If he had executed on the move, he could have been ahead. But, you know, through the bus stop, it's exceptionally difficult to keep it going side by side. Too. Like soldiers. Oh, well, no. Here we go. The redemption chapter.
Oh, no!
Oh, Harry.
You cursed him. The redemption followed by wheel spin, I think.
The redemption move.
Such a shame.
God damn it. F in the chat for the boy.
We're not having good luck today, are we? We're not having good luck. A lot of you know.
I think everybody's not having good luck today. I think today is just a bad day. It's like Friday the 13th, except it's 11 days early.
Oh, don't tell me Friday the 13th this month.
No, it's not.
Phew.
It's Friday the 11th this month.
Yeah, no, I haven't been paying attention. We have a... Yay. Anyway, moving on from Friday the 13th, I think a lot of it is as well is, I wouldn't say it's, you know, people can call Daytona boring. You know, we get it. You know, if there's nothing happening and the gaps are so big, nothing happens. That's what's happening in the pros right now. The amateurs kind of the same, apart from you've got that battle between teammates. That's the way it is. But it's also a challenge because just because it's like 5 corners, so I think iRacing calls it 12 corners altogether because they call the bus stoppers. I don't understand that myself. It is still a challenge, and the smallest of mistakes. You've turn one. You see so many drivers now lose it by either throttle too early, And you've seen the car just spin around now for Harry Wills, Ethan Bass. We've seen other drivers try to go around the outside, not paid off. The horseshoes. How many times have we seen spins at the second horseshoe? It is a challenging track. I know that sounds crazy being Daytona, but it's a challenging track, and I think today it might have just claimed some victims.
Fortunately, I'm about to say the meme word. It really do be like that sometimes.
Well, you know what they say, it's tough out there.
I just need Slav's, like, just a voice clip of Slav just going, it's tough out.
You do it good enough. You do it good enough. So 7.5 minutes remaining. You can see on the tower that Matt Caruna's got a, 13-second lead. Neil Butler is there. He's doing really well to hold off James Armstrong. I'm knocking on wood when saying that. He's doing a really good job, because that gap may only be 2.5 seconds, and you may think that's big, but there's still 4 laps to go. So 5 laps to go even, sorry. So to hold off that 2.5 seconds, Neil Butler, because Neil's a great driver, but we know what Armstrong's capable of. We know what he's been capable of around here before. So to hold him off is just great. And the Armstrong's holding off Campbell, his long-time rival, which will affect the point standings. Yes, there is a drop week, and it's maybe Campbell's trot week. But it does feel like this helps, and especially, of course, once he lost the slipstream, Campbell not really had anything to go with. He's been doing those 44s, but they've been mid 44s, where everyone else has been doing low 44s. So Campbell, unfortunately, not in the best situation at the moment. But like I said, we could talk all about that. But meanwhile, there are battles happening in the Pro-Ams. Tenarth Esports just taking Mortis Weinrich around for P3. Cost, regardless of Andy Miller blowing ahead of Callum Beeman, we're going to have some great fireworks in this Pro-Am field.
Still looking at Andy Miller as he's battling for pole position with 5 minutes 41 seconds to go. 4 laps tentatively remaining as this man Matt Caruna has crossed the line, and his next next rival, not next target, but his next rival is Neil Butler, and he's 13 seconds behind him. Have we lost Craig? I think we have. We lost Craig.
Oh no, I forgot I was muted. I was talking about James Armstrong catching up to Neil Butler. I don't think it will happen, but taking 3/10 out that last lap, it could be a close finish. He does have the laps there, but gotta look at like half a second to almost 3/4 of a second if he wants to do it. So eyes on that, of course, but of course main eyes I feel has to be on the Pro-Am battle, because Jonas Dre Miller, well, I say that he's battling Andy Miller. Callum Beeman's nowhere to be found. He's battling P3 with Ligas and Meek and Mortis Weinrich. So battles are plenty in the Pro-Ams. And just a quick talk about the amateurs, we've still got Hakan Ida Lindmo and Eric Benson just dominating the field. Those two could just stay like that, they could battle as teammates. But all eyes on the Pro-Am, my friend.
All eyes on the Pro-Am for the last 3 laps.
And then it's all over.
Well, all over for Daytona. So, yeah, 6 of the rounds.
We still got 6 though, right? I know. Remember when Daytona was the final race for season 1? Oh, that was some high-class drama. I'll tell you that right now. Amateurs decided by internet issues. Ooh, you hated to see it. Who thought Daytona would be rich in history?
stuff out there.
Have you got that bind to a button now? It just sounds on. It sounds on point.
No, it is actually me just saying it's stuff out there.
I'll tell you who it isn't tough out there. Putting in the laps, and if he matches Andy Miller, then he'll be fine. And in fact, last lap for Dreyer, 1:44.222. Andy Miller, 1:44.231. I'll call that matching. You know, Callum Beeman's still in this battle though with Rigas Lemique. Has Rigas had a podium this season yet in Pro-Am? I don't think he has.
He has not.
No, so that'd be great if he could get this. Split the Midland Sim Racers so they can't get two on the podium. Just be interesting to see that because Weindrich has. So it's really a two-car battle for P3 and a two-car battle for the overall lead.
It also depends on how well Callum Beeman can fend off a fellow Audi. It'll be testing because it is crikey that car is on the inside.
Can he hold off a fellow Audi is the question.
Yeah, that car is shouting.
Well, this is a shoutcast at the end of the day. Has anyone ever used that name for commentating on esports? No one's used that for 10 years. I am old. Yeah. Right. The Macarona is out of the bus stop. He will be taking the white flag in the next 20 seconds. So that clock is starting to wind down. Dreyer and Miller are coming on to NASCAR 2. So they've got about another minute, wouldn't you say, from here to the finish line? Would be about a minute, wouldn't it? I've never timed it, actually.
Neither have I. This is the penultimate lap.
Yeah. This is the penultimate lap, so curious. It was taking them 10 seconds to get from the start of the back straight through the bus stop onto NASCAR. So no, it's about 40 seconds then, I'd say. I'd say it's about 40 seconds. Just doing the whole outside. So white flag is waved, of course. Neil Butler has got James Armstrong a second and a half behind him. That is going to be close. Meanwhile, in the amateurs, Hockenheim Limbo and Eric Benson are still close to battle happening there. But the Pro-Ams, of course, Jonas Dreyer, Andy Miller starting the final lap. The gap between them is a second. Is Miller having to fuel save or is Dreyer just able to start pulling away? We'll wait and see. Callum Beeman is battling Rigas Lemique as well. It's going to be tight out there. It is going to be tight.
The device is tight.
The vice is tight, but Matt Corona has navigated the last real obstacle of the racetrack. He's now entering NASCAR 3. He's going to take, and I gotta be honest, ever since he got at the front with his teammates, Billy Fletcher, it's been dominant from the Lux Sim 24 guys. Matt Corona is going to take victory at Daytona as he crosses the finish line right now. We gotta wait 14 seconds across. James Armstrong, I think, has had a slowdown. Is James Armstrong out of fuel? James Armstrong's out of fuel! Sean Campbell's going to overtake him! High drama at the end!
No,
and
wait a
Campbell,
minute. Wait a minute.
Campbell is not. Campbell is not taking it. Wow.
He pushed him over the line.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
He pushed him over the line.
Campbell would not take the podium away from Armstrong. He gave him. That's brilliant. We've still got this battle happening for the Pro-Ams, and Jonas Dreyer will take it from Andy Miller. Can Rigas Lemique has overtaken Callum Beeman at the final line as well, and that came from the end. He had to go around the outside, had all the speed, entering the front stretch, and was able to take that. Rigas Lemique will take his first podium of the season.
And denies Callum Beeman the 2-3 for Midland Sim Racers.
Meanwhile, Hacken Island Limbo will take the victory in the amateurs over Eric Benson. Brilliant play there. That was fantastic from Sean. That really was fantastic from Sean.
Like, you know, in the lead, like by a long margin.
Yeah, but you still want to take the points, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, one fourth place is not going to...
Oh, no. No, definitely not. But I am definitely... That is definitely something that needs to be... Yeah.
Hey, push them over the line. You know?
Yeah, push them over the line. Fantastic.
Oh, Ryan Hamilton, I think, also has fuel issues. He's... Oh, no, wait, he's just on the backstretch.
The backstretch, yeah.
All right, I think that is indeed everybody, actually.
Yeah, I think that is. I do believe that is everybody. And by the way, James Armstrong is now having some buddy time with Sean Campbell.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we won't show that because this is a PG stream. I can't have iRacing thinking that we're MA17 rated like they thought we were when we had that clip feature.
Oh, that was brilliant. So that's some great racing today by everybody around. Really good as well. Jonas Dre, by the way, hats off to Jonas Dre for that little move. The strategy there paid off for him today. So you're just watching everything go on. I'm just going to get some ideas. The fastest lap, by the way, Billy Fletcher does take the fastest lap overall with that 43.080. Nobody was close to him. In fact, while we're going over it, I thought we had someone coming in to talk. Yeah, let's have a bit of fun right now because let's bring in the two guys who they had a great battle last season at Daytona, and they practically had the same close finish at the end here, but not for the reasons it was. James Armstrong and Sean Campbell here. Sean, first of all, that is fantastic sportsmanship to give James, to push James over. James, I think you're a little bit short on fuel there.
I ran out of fuel coming out of the bus stop. I don't know how. I was basically staying all the way from the bus stop, and then Sean just gave me a little push just to get to the final. Yeah.
Well, Sean, talk us through it because you could have easily just sped along there, and I thought that was it. You're taking P3, and then no, you just slowed down. Just talk us through that.
That's basically it. We were in the same so he said he was sputtering on the banking, and then I was starting to catch up to him. I was like, I'm just gonna push you across the line.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. That's great car from both of you. I want to talk though as well about the race because last time we raced at Daytona, there was a massive train of cars, and it looked like that to start the race. And then the Luxim guys pulled away, and you guys were left high and dry until the end when you just you just had different strategies. So was there a lot of working together this time like there was at last race, or was it just every man for himself?
There was working together potentially between me and James, especially when Matt caught up, which is just crazy. I don't know how he did that. He's a legend. And then he went through the field, and he and Billy just blasted away, which was sick. But then Neil also started to blast away about halfway through there. But there was definitely teamwork to try and fuel save a bit.
Yeah, strategy with Will to save, but then he crashed. So I hopped. I saw Sean was in the different channel, so I just hooked these guys up and saved fuel, and it worked out.
I said it. I said it, Rob. Did I not say it?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Though I think it all changed when it sort of turned on its head when Billy Fletcher got that stop and hold for speeding in the pits.
Well, that's what it.
Yeah, he got a stop and hold for speeding in the pits. Forgot to engage his pit limiter.
Unfortunate. I thought it was probably tires.
No, it never went to one of Jack's.
We had somebody unfortunately last season also take tires.
Oh yes, we did. Yes, that was Milan Tekin. So yeah, so I don't know if you've got anything else to add by both of you guys, and great camaraderie.
Camaraderie, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Yeah, that's the word. By Sean there. I don't know if you got anything else to add, Rob.
I don't know. Other than, are you ready for round 5?
No. I got 52 seconds of optionals last time I went to Nords by doing nothing, basically. I'm kind of terrified this time.
Oh, what's the worst that can happen? It's only in the Nordschleife.
I'll manage
that is the worst thing that can happen. It is the Nordschleife.
well, I'll go through the floodplaats and do like a backflip.
I'm just saying, every time we've done the Nordschleife, there has been drama on the last lap. So, just saying.
Oh god, no! Don't remind me of last season.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We won't. Right,
I ran out of fuel on the Dottinger.
Oh no.
On that note, gentlemen, congratulations for a nice, clean, good race at the end there. All the best. We will see you next week. Hopefully, good luck.
And we do have Ethan Bass. Oh, no, there we go.
There we go. Well, it was not meant to be today, Ethan.
It was meant to be. Poor Ford just decided that it liked breaking its axle for some reason.
Yeah, even how fast are you going into the wall again? Because it was only like a side hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a bad angle. I'm going to assume it's if you hit it broadside on the rear axle, it's pretty bad on a concrete wall. I remember doing something similar on the Bathurst 12-hour and similar 0x, but thankfully I guess it was slower or just a different angle because I was sliding in, spinning the camera around. I guess it wobbled it a lot worse. If you looked at it, it was quite significant damage.
Yeah, I did actually look at it. Like even like it went in a good big way. Like it was a lot of damage. But you only hit it like I'm gonna guess it was about 20 or 30 miles an hour. But even then, like I thought the Ford was a lot better built.
It's not a particularly tanky car at all. No, it's not a car that will take a lot of damage. Like the other cars, like yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I mean, you'll see sometimes maybe at some point in the season. I would hope to not to, but you'll see sometimes maybe the front fender will fall off or something like that. I think Lyndon Lee showed quite a lot of the crumple zones back at Hockenheim. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fortunate because I was following Harry and I forget who was in the McLaren. I'm bad with names, apologies. But just following them. Chris Chatterton, that was him, thank you. It was good following them too. We were kind of just fuel saving. There wasn't a lot of it though. As soon as I kind of noticed, okay, I can get to the pit lane, like I don't even have to fuel save anymore because the fuel range. It's not a particularly big tank. It just doesn't use a lot of fuel. But got to the point where I actually really badly wanted to pass Harry and such, and I just got lucky at one point because Chris lost it into the first horseshoe and I was on the left hand side, Harry was on the right hand side. It was really unfortunate for.
I can't remember seeing.
Yeah, anything to add, Craig?
Are you looking forward to the Nordschleife in a Ford GT3?
I am not, because it's a weak track for the Ford, because every single time you have to go uphill, it just gets mugged.
Would you prefer doing it in a Ford GT2?
No, because the Ford GT2 has no ABS.
I don't know what you put
so in other words, it's either not going up a hill or not going around the track at all.
And the problem with the Ford GT2, it's got less downforce, so no ABS and really long braking points. So no, it would be a horrible death trap.
I actually remember that with the GT2. It had like less drag. So if you race it against a GT1 on a track with around Daytona, it would just be the Ford beating a GT1. So
the oval, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the oval, not the road course. Yeah. I remember we did Monza combined for a phone, and the GT2s were just beating them on the oval, and then they got to the chicanes, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean the Ford was really good round here. This was a round I was really looking forward to when I saw the calendar, and because I didn't have to do qualifying and just rely on what kind of reverse grid. Kind of expect lower down. I think I ended up like third. I think there were some people who didn't, unfortunately, haven't had an actual finish, so they haven't been able to benefit from the reverse grid yet, because you need to actually do a 50% race at some point in order to qualify for the reverse grid.
We will let you go. Commiserations on what happened today, but I do wish you all the best for next week, of course, because it's Nordschleife. It's a game of survival. So
it's a game of survival as we go into week 13, and then we go to Suzuka afterwards, and we'll see what happens to all of our cars. Thankfully, we don't have a Porsche to deal with, but we'll see how it all matters out. It's a really nice track, Suzuka, and I look forward to it in the GT3 car. The Fitstyle Ford should do pretty well.
Yeah, well, all the best there, Ethan. Like I said, we will hopefully see you next week, and take it easy.
Yep, thanks very much. So it was good fun to lose What's the Problem accident. So, and I'll say it's probably YouTube's end of all the buffering. So, but it was good to watch when it was working.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Catch you boys another time.
Catch you next week.
Take care. So
I hate what
that's it. I know.
But
I know. It's not
like
fair
that sometimes.
Well, anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this. It wasn't as entertaining as we had before. It was very much pack racing. But thank you very much for tuning in and sticking with us for the 75 minutes. If you like what you see, of course, hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. And do join us. We've got a link to our Discord underneath the video, and a link, of course, to trackcams22.com, providing these cameras. Our tier membership list, of course, we've got 3 tiers. Don't forget to check that out if you'd like to. And, of course, Super Chat, every little helps. Hopefully, we'll be back Friday night. But I think Rob, I think I'm just going to try and stay cool, because no thunderstorms, and it's still very humid over this part of what used to be called Europe. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to be trying to keep it cool. I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, I think keeping it cool is a good idea. But did we do our shoutouts? Did we promote ourselves?
I always promote ourselves. I always tell them to go to the Discord, go to our YouTube and everything, and Twitter at Raidillon TV. I've done it all, my friend. The only thing that's left to say is, once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, because I have been Craig King.
And I have been Robert O'Brien.
And this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Good evening.